Hey folks, I have a very, very special guest today. What's your name?
Claudia Restrepo.
Claudia Restrepo. And she is a great artist. And we're going to have a little off-the-cuff talk. We're going to talk about her art, what inspires her, and anything else that comes to mind. So, Claudia, where are you from?
Medellin, Colombia.
Medellin, Colombia. And what is so special about Medellin, Colombia?
El clima siempre es primavera.
Okay.
Nos gusta bailar, nos gusta ser cariñosos, nos gusta ser amables. Y no sé.
Está bueno. Entonces, vamos a hablar español entonces.
Oh, sorry.
No, bueno, se está bien. Los dos, pueden ser los dos.
I did not realize I was talking in Spanish.
No problem. So what is, for los gringos, what is so special about Medellin?
So the version for what USA think about Medellin is women, drugs, Pablito, oi, I love Pablito. That is for the USA people. But the reality about Medellin is a lot of art, a lot of dance, beautiful women, is true, and it's a very innovative city. Just the New York Times just talk about Medellin, that is the biggest in the world, the number 3 in the world for amazing architecture stuff, and also the number 1 in nocturnal life. So we love party, real party.
I see that. I was over there. It was very beautiful, very, very nice culture. I went to Mexico. Mexico's a nice place, but they weren't as friendly as Colombians were. So I give that like number 1 for that. And by the way, please subscribe to my channel, Travel News with Carlos Cruz. Sorry if I speak fast sometimes for everyone, but it's a great video. Hey, can you show me your art on your phone?
Yes.
Yes.
But to show you the popular one, that
Great.
for me is the number 1.
Because I've seen your art, and I think it's awesome. I think you're very, very talented.
Okay, the internet here is not that great, so downloading.
And there's no beach in Medellin, just for let people know, correct?
No. But if you drive 40 minutes down, you go to really hot. If you drive 20 minutes up, it gets cold, but not too cold. But so it's really interesting because we go to the river. So that is the beach. Go to the river so much to swimming, and it's a lot of water. So it's really, really special. If people go to do the parties in the river.
Is it like La Guajira?
Huh?
Is it like La Guajira when you go to the river over there?
Oh, it's all in Colombia. You go to bring your pans, and you cook over there sancocho.
Ah, okay.
And you make the party in the river. Okay, this is one of the popular.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, wow, okay. Wow, that's very nice. And where can that be found?
This is, I have it.
Oh, you have it, okay.
I did not, that I feel like a huge connection. So
Right.
to me, it's like my masterpiece. That is my Mona Lisa. So like I only go to sell it when it's the price is right. Like when people really want, give me all what I wanted from that piece. So I do sell copies
Right.
for that piece, but I am not ready to let it go the original.
Understandable. And is your any other art to show that maybe might be for sale?
Yes. This one is a very popular one.
Let's see here. Let's see. Back that up just a little bit. Okay. Okay. Well, that's very nice. All right. And wow, that's very sweet. What? There we go. And how can people reach you to see your art?
My Instagram is Claudia Restrepo Art. So that you find me, you just text me, and I will.
And is your art?
And also, I do travel a lot. I go several events, and people in that moment I bring the copies, and people buy the copies. This piece that I just showed you, the hummingbird, I did it here in USA. So it was the first time I saw spring. So the spring here is totally different from what I saw in Colombia. So it was really interesting for me. It was like very orgasmic, like the pollen everywhere. It was like, wow. It was really like super orgasmic. Like it was, I don't know, it gave me the feeling the nature is really copulating, like, because everywhere the pollen, the plants, everything looks happy. The green is greener, like. So it was really special, and having been so much in Colombia, it has many kinds of hummingbirds. Like the last study, they say that was 175 different kinds of hummingbirds in Colombia. Wow. So that makes it very special. It has one hummingbird. I saw that hummingbird when I lived in the jungle. It was just for one flower, so it was really special too.
It's amazing
to see that. Just one hummingbird for one flower. Like what?
And is your art in any museums right now, or any places, or?
Right now, no. I did not. I have been traveling a lot in the last months, and I have been producing, working a lot, and so I have been not posting that much. Sometimes you just focusing work, and the pandemic, it really was crazy. So just now starting again, like opening everything. So I haven't really not that much ready to go to street fairs or things like that. So I'm just waiting. But I did a lot of street fairs. It really was interesting, and I was my art. It was really a lot of months in a gallery near the zoo in Grand Park. So it was really popular over there, and because my husband is an artist as well, so when he traveled, he bring my art as well.
Nice.
So people always.
That's a match made in heaven, two artists.
Yes.
Amen.
So he always bring my art outside, show to the people.
So how long have you been in the United States?
8 years.
8 years. It's amazing. Yeah. And what brought you to America?
So first I really don't know exactly what was USA. So I was thinking like because what they say about USA is better than everywhere. So in Medellin I grew up having free education. So I did have the opportunity to have a lot of degrees because it was a lot of programs for go to study for free. I had universities for free, the whole campus.
That's
for
amazing.
Free, like what? So, and healthcare for free as well, or you pay really cheap. So I was thinking, if in Colombia it's like that, imagine in USA, oh my goodness. So I was thinking like, oh, I go to USA, I go to study so much. And I did wanted to come to study a lot of, like I wanted to learn photography, I wanted to learn English, like I did wanted to speak English so much that basically was to speak English. So that was that bring me here, but I arrived to Florida because I was living so much time in the beach in Colombia.
So you came on a tourist visa?
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
But I come to Florida. And everyone speaks Spanish. And oh my God, this is USA. Like, oh my God, I never saw a taco before. Like, and everywhere was Mexicans and Cubans. Like, this is USA. So I was thinking, this is USA. So I wanted to come to speak English. I should go to Jamaica.
Yeah.
I was, and I did come in Christmas because I wanted to see how is Christmas. But Christmas in Colombia is so much party. People close the streets.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh my goodness. So I come here, it was nothing. Like, oh my goodness, what is this? Something. It's just, it was, I didn't have idea what was really. So then, when I come to Atlanta, I come at February, and it was the trees totally no leaves. So I never saw that neither. So when I saw that the city, it was cloudy, it was gray, and it was, oh my God, the contamination here, how bad it is. So it was, everything was shocking about so much things, like I did never thinking, I did never imagine, like when you see things, sometimes you think it's a movie, you don't think that really is something like that, or at least I don't think, I always think the movie is not true, that what they say. So everything was shocking when I come to Atlanta. It was really things that I never imagined, that was totally different.
So what do you think about Atlanta's art scene?
I do like the art of Atlanta. I did enjoy it. I love go to the Bedline. They always making different art. I did a piece in the Bedline 3 years ago. It's still there.
Really?
No one painting on top of that piece. So that is like, wow. Like, because everyone paint on top. I paint on top somewhere. Like, it's just normal. In that piece, is 3 years and it's still standing over there. So I'm just happy about that painting. It makes me really feel good.
So how long have you been painting? Is it something your family, your mother passed down, or?
Okay, so with my family, I really, I don't know if, I know I am from them. Yes, they are my root, but I am totally different. Like, for them, they always, I was the black sheep. Like what are you doing? Why you are like that? Like, so they never was. I never was really accepted who I really was in my family. They expected all the different things, and I always fighting for my opinions. I was fighting for the way I like to be, the way I am. They never accepted stereotypes about who I am for being a woman. So it was funny stereotypes my family have about women. So I always fighting for what I think it was right.
So what did your family want you to do or be?
Just get married, get a man that has money, because I was pretty when I was so young. So my mom, she gave me dates with old men when I was 13. She got me a
10
date.
years old?
13.
13. Wow, that's still very young.
No, really young. And she got me a date, sent me hang out with an old man that. So I was really, oh my goodness, I was just embarrassed working with that person, like, oh my goodness.
It's very shocking because you would never
Really?
see that here. If you did, people call the police.
Exactly. And you expected your mom call the police for that, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
she sent me. So she sent me to hang out with other person as well. I'm glad they did not touch me or things like that. So I'm glad about that. I remember when I was 13, this guy, so he bring me to a festival beer. Imagine that.
Wow.
Like a big, huge festival.
And you were 13.
I know. To go with that person like that. So they just want, because the guy, he was a professional, he has a career, he has money, so they just wanted me to get married with a person that has money. That now they don't need more take care about me. So that was the mentality they have. Or because my brothers, like the woman is just need to, I don't know, they use an expression that was, I feel like it's terrible and it's pretty sad. They use this expression, oh, you're sitting in the gold mine. That is the expression. Like, what? Sitting in the gold mine? Like, what is that? Like,
So is that very common in Colombia for a guy to date a 13-year-old?
it happened a lot. It happened a lot. But also, when I was growing up, it was the war. So it was the number one dangerous city in the world. So in my school, the mafia they made me go out from my class because they wanted to hang out with me. So I cannot stay in my class. They left the school, follow me in the motorcycle. Oh, come, I give you a ride, come. So I grew up with that kind of things. Like my best friends, we was 11 years old. But the thing is that we grow like we look like when we was 11, we can look like a 15 years girl. But your mind is 11 years old. Your body can show other things, but your mind, you are a child, you are shy, you are, you know what I mean? And this happened, so it was a group, the girls, it was a school only for girls. And my friend, she really shy. But these mafia guys, so they follow us and they have this thing like, so we need to learn to smile, but not to smile too much because now you are like a whore if you smile too much. Or if you don't smile enough, oh, what do you think, that you are better? So you need to learn to smile in one level, smile that please these people. So my friend, she really shy. She is 11 years old. So they was popular in that time was they take a ball, cut it in half, fill the ball with glue for shoes, the yellow glue, and put in the head of the girls just because she don't smile enough. Because she thinks she is. They did that to my best friend.
The school did that.
The mafia.
Oh, the mafia.
Yes.
Jesus.
Because we 11 years old. But they look at us as a woman, you know what I mean? And they don't care, like you need to, when you are 11, you are shy, you know what I mean? Like, there's no explanation. They did that a lot. So when you see a woman that did not have hair, it was because that they did put that ball in the head. That happened to my friend. Like that happened.
Wow. It's
Like
very
that.
shocking.
It's really shocking.
That was like the late 80s, 90s?
80s, 90s.
Jesus.
It really was hard. People think that it's a joke. People think that, oh, it's funny we're at the ship de Pablo Escobar. It's funny put the name restaurant Pablo Escobar. Oh, people think it's funny. It wasn't funny. When you go out the school, people is killing outside the school, when you cannot go because the mafia say, oh, till 10 p.m. that you are in the bus, he explode a bomb. Pablo Escobar, when he wanted to kill one person, he exploded the whole building.
Jesus.
The whole building for killing one person. So it wasn't a joke. It was really something really bad, really bad. You go to the funerals every week or at least once a month. You bury a friend. When you are a teenager, a friend is something. Friendship is something really huge. Like when you are a teenager, you love deeper than we can love right now. Like because you are more emotional, you are more pure. So it was really sad losing so many friends.
You lost a lot of friends. Wow. What year did you leave Colombia?
I started traveling 15 years ago. So I went to Brazil. I lived in Brazil for about 2 years. Living in one island. It was just fantastic.
You lived in Brazil for 2 years?
In one island.
Oh.
That was just amazing.
How did you support yourself?
I asked the universe. The universe loved me. So I believe in magic so much. I believe in the magic, and sometimes it happened me a lot of magic things that it just happened. I did have some savings, and I went over there and I did couch surfing. You don't pay nothing when you do couch surfing, and you stay in amazing places. It was just amazing. And you meet people like in South America, always is you're nice, you are, what is the word in English? ¿Cómo se dice? Acomedido.
Accommodating.
No, but it's the same meaning. Acomedido, like when you are in a house, you see the plate, you bring it to the kitchen. You see the things, you do it, you help.
Right, right.
So that kind of people is very special. We like that kind of people. So I grew up, my family did teach me that way. So
you had manners.
yes.
Yeah.
So like I meet people like, oh, stay here. I can be in the bar. Come sit with us. It was just like that, and I so open to receive. I was so open to discover everything. So it was just amazing.
Wow,
And I did not thinking, I really don't thinking, oh, I need to have this amount to, I go to somewhere. Like, I don't think that way. Like, I always think, I can volunteer in a farm, I live in a, when I live in the jungle, I live in a nature reserve. Like, I go talk to the owner, oh, I would like to live here. Can I work for you? You don't need to pay me. Like, I just put the things out, what they can say, yes or no. So
Exactly.
I just go, I do that kind of things. Like when I live in other area in the jungle, like I see the houses that was abandoned or empty. I go talk to the owners, oh, do you want to take care of that house for you? That is in front of the beach. I will clean your house, I will organize it. A house needs a soul because if they like what I'm saying, yes, here is the key. So I go live in the beach, like in a house for myself, like what? So I just believe it and I do it, and I don't feel bad if people say no. It's not a problem. I will talk to other person that it says yes.
So you're a very positive person. You believe that if you're positive, you get positive results.
It does. And it's true. What you put in your mind, it does happen, and it grows. You attracted. If you are sad, you attracted sad people. If you are happy, you attracted happy people. Of course, you get craziness all the time, but life is a duality. Like, it's normal that bad things happen, but it's how you take the things.
So, and let's talk about sort of feminism. How are the state of women's rights in Colombia now compared to back then? And do you think there needs to be any change? And how do you think women's rights are here in the United States?
I do feel more strong as a woman here in USA. Like, I really learning more about my value, about my own space, but it really happened bad things here for me as well. I got attacked here. USA person attacked me. He punched me. He attacked me for no reason. So it was really shocking. Like, what? I'm being nice. You attack me. Like, what? So because that it really hurts my soul so much. So I did a lot of therapy here as well. And also in Colombia, I always did a lot of therapy. I always hang out with a lot of therapists, groups and stuff, because I like it to learning about neuroscience and all that. So this person, I go take self-defense. My teacher, amazing, like he was a veteran and he was a black belt, and he say things to me that it really, like, he say for me, open your arms, that is your space. No one can enter in your space if you don't want it. That is your space. And I was, what? I have a space just for me. Like, what? I didn't know I have one space. So that really changed me. That he just said that. And I was, wow, I have a space. Like, this is my own space. Like, it sounds ridiculous, but it's something that was really strong for me. And, you know, like learning to know, defend yourself. Like, you don't need it that, like, I don't want it just defending with a cry or with yelling for help. Like, I want to stand it and fight. I want to die standing. Like, I don't want to die crying. So, but things happen everywhere, all the time, and you can take it or you can let that bury you. So I take it and okay, this is not going to happen again. If it happens, I got to fight. And it gives me strength. It gives me strength about keep strong. And I did like hear about the women's rights. I did like see how the women are so independent. And for the women, they pay their own things because also in Colombia culture or South America culture, it is common that the guy pay everything for the girl. So it's very common. You go to the bar, people pay for your beers, but that don't mean nothing. That is just people, because you're dancing, they pay you beer, but it's not a compromise. It's not that now I need to hang out with that person. It does not mean nothing. So when I come here and people, oh, you want a beer? Yeah. But after that, I finish that beer. Okay, let's go. Like, what are you talking about? Or they try to touch me. What? Yes, I invited you a beer. Like, what are you talking about? Like, no.
Self-entitlement.
So here you learning don't receive nothing, because if you receive something, it means that you're accepting the deal. So it's just ridiculous. And I would like for the women in Colombia specifically that learning like, no, I get my own things, and it's okay that the guy is inviting you, but the person that you know already, that you know that they will do it just because they like the person you are, like it feels good when you're inviting someone, you know what I mean? It's not nothing about like, oh, inviting you for you do this to me, or you know what I mean? Like, so the way with my friends that we always collect the money in Colombia, the person who don't have money, no one cares. But here, for example, like when it's friends, if I did not have a job, I did not have a car neither, so, oh, I cannot go, I don't have a car, oh, sorry, next time. But in Colombia, it's like, oh, I cannot go, I don't have money. Who's asking you, you have money? We are telling you that we're going to this party. So that was different as well. Like here, everyone, oh, my own bill. No, in Colombia, one bill for everyone. You get order one bottle, big bottle, the alcohol, share with everyone. So it was totally different. It was totally different.
Yeah, it's one thing I remember about Colombia. It's just the hospitality, that sort of, that humility that I think that maybe America could take some notes, from that, And I think maybe America is more individualistic, for good or for bad, however you interpret it. I heard amazing stories like people from South Korea don't speak any English, they come here and $300 and they end up doing so well, because they don't have these limits of government and where they can go. They just pay the money if they have it, and et cetera,
But also here is amazing that you really don't worry that you're going to be assaulted in the street that much. It happened because it happened already to me. I got assaulted. My bicycle was stolen from the library. Like it just, but it's not like in Colombia, like people put you all the time. It's pretty much happening that put you a knife to take your cell phone, to take your earrings. Like you don't wear a gold chain, you don't wear that things that you prefer, don't do it. And here is, it can happen because it's not that it's not happening, but it's not that common. So that gives you other feeling as well. And it take me time to really understanding the personality here. But I did meet amazing people that it changed my mind, because when I got attacked, I did got very angry with the people, because like it was other people that know that person, that he wasn't a really good person. These people that I know, they call me, oh, you're my sister. But if you're my sister, why you didn't tell me that person has issues, has
mental health issues?
Yes, like if I am your sister, I told you, you know what I mean? Like, so to me it was, I got very mad about all that, because like, what? I just nice with this person, trying to kill me. The people that call me sister, they don't did it. And after that, this person, because we all know that person, and I say, no, I don't want it. If you wanted to have a him in the friend in the Facebook, I don't want to be your friend. They keep the person as a friend. Like, what? A person that almost killed me. Like, it's not good. So I just put all the friends I have it, and I was very angry about like what, because like the way we believe friends is like your right to die. Like so, like you protect your friends. So to me, like I don't like people say to me, "You my sister." If you say to me, "Oh, you my sister," look. Go run.
I think that happened to me when I moved here. I think I cut a lot of people out of my life. They're just toxic, and I think toxic people, they'll show their toxicity. And you know, I believe in energy.
But because you are from here, you can read that personality.
Yeah.
Like for you, it's hard to read the personalities in Colombia, that you will be misunderstanding the personalities. So the same was here for me.
Yeah, I think that I believe in energy, like, but I don't know. Sometimes, like when I feel the energy is good, it's situation is always better, you know. But at the same time, I think I chopped down a lot of my social people, because I think in life, for me personally, I think that I want to lessen the drama as much as possible, you know, sort of, you know, cut it out. That's kind of my motto. Yeah.
It is better to just, but it's different because like in Colombia you have many friends, like a lot of friends. So here you're really counting the friends, like it takes time to really, oh, this is my friend. Like it is not immediately, oh, it's my friend. Like here, I will not go to a house if I finish a party, if people say, hey, let's go to my house, I will not go. In Colombia, I go immediately, or in Brazil, oh, let's go to my house, we finish the party already, yes, let's do it. So, you know what I mean? It's just...
And so now you're married, so that's another dynamic. Do you have children or a kid or not?
I have kids in my own, but not with my partner. So we really don't want to have more kids.
Oh, he doesn't want to have more kids.
I cannot have more kids neither.
Yeah.
I did get operation when I was 25. Like I have 2 kids, and for me it was enough. So I didn't want it no more. Like it was enough for me.
I have one kid, and he's grown. So my wife, she wants to have another kid. I was like, well, when we met, you were like, I don't want kids. This is perfect. So
But she has kids.
she had one child.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Now we have a little dog. We find it outside the house. It was lost, so we adopted.
Are you making the dog pay rent?
Exactly. No, he go to the daddy's studio.
Oh,
He
really?
lay down over there till daddy take the rent.
So have you traveled with your husband to Colombia together, you and him?
No.
Not yet.
I cannot leave the country, so we still cannot go out. We travel here in the USA,
Oh,
but
okay,
my
okay.
husband went to Colombia many years ago before we know each other. He went over there because one of his friends married a Colombian woman, so
Yeah.
they did the wedding over there. So he went for the wedding and all that. So
Oh, nice.
he
So,
didn't have the opportunity.
so he speaks Spanish?
Nope.
Okay.
Only
okay.
bad words.
Only bad words, gotcha. So have you showed him a lot of the Colombian culture?
We do. I did show him a lot about Colombia, about my city. He looked videos as well. And this year he said he's going to learn to dance salsa.
All right.
So okay.
That's good. 'Cause-
Finally, yes.
So I know, like, when my wife's cleaning, she'll be dancing salsa. So everything turns into dancing somehow. Cleaning, cooking, everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
It did mix better when you dance it. Like
Yeah.
the flavors, the food, everything gets better.
So you're more salsa, merengue, bachata. What about reggaeton?
No, I am salsa. I'm not bachata. No bachata.
No bachata, no bachata.
So to me, salsa, porro, cumbia,
Vallenato.
vallenato. I do like reggaeton because reggaeton is really old.
Yeah.
Like I grew up listening reggaeton. So
Do you remember el general
El
de Panamá?
General.
Él es el abuelo de
the
reggaeton.
reggaeton.
Yeah.
So I do grow up listening reggaeton and I do like it. And right now the Colombian is really strong. The reggaeton from Colombia is really strong. So I enjoy it. I really enjoy it.
¿Estás hablando de Bad Bunny?
No, Bad Bunny is Puerto Rican.
Yeah, Puerto Rican, yeah. I forgot,
But the
yeah.
Colombia is Karol G,
Karol G, yeah,
J
yeah.
Balvin,
Yeah,
Maluma,
J Balvin, Maluma, yeah. Maluma, baby, yeah.
Raycon, like it really is a lot of Colombian. And also, they mention Medellin all the time. Like
Yeah.
Bad Bunny mentioned Medellin.
I think Bad Bunny has no talent, but, you know, so...
But people like it's not about
Yeah.
talent anymore. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's just about feeling they give. You know what I mean? Because if we go to talk about Cardi B, for example,
Yeah.
like what? It's just a feeling they give, and it's just something like, you know. I think everyone is just funny for me.
Oh, did you see the Cardi B song she did with, what's that guy's name? This is reggaeton artist. He has a little bit of dreads. He's skinny. He's kind of new-ish. Like, he's been out for 4 years. She did it in Spanish and English with him. Modelo.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
I do really like hip hop sometimes, not all day. Like I cannot listen all day. The same reggaeton, I cannot listen all day.
Yeah.
I can listen all day salsa, cumbia, porro. Yes,
Yeah.
that
She's done.
yes.
Cardi B's done 3 reggaeton songs. Yeah. I love reggaeton. I'm fascinated with reggaeton.
You like reggaeton?
Yo soy un fanático de reggaeton. Me encanta el reggaeton.
How was the dancing in
Yo?
Colombia? Yes,
I
for a USA person. You know you cannot. Prohibido. You cannot get. You just dance.
Yeah.
You cannot. It's not sexual. It looks sexual, but you cannot disrespect the woman getting. You know.
Oh yeah, there was a party in my hotel, the condominium I was at. And so my wife was in Panama at the time, and people in the building. I was like, I'm not really gonna do anything. So my neighbor, she's an older lady. She pulled my arm. She pulled me downstairs. She said, "We're gonna take this party." I said, "Okay, I'm a YouTuber. I can record." So, and then she said, "This lady will teach you how to do vallenato." And so this
Oh,
lady,
my
she
goodness.
grabbed me, she hugged me. She started. I was like, "I don't know how to do vallenato." So she was learning how to do the vallenato. You know, so that was very, very
Vallenato
interesting.
is super close. Super
Oh, yeah?
close. Like
It
the
is very
person is
close.
sweating right here next to you.
Yep. And I think this person fell asleep after a minute. You know, so.
I did teach here some merengue,
Merengue.
and I did teach salsa. So I went to this company in Coca-Cola. They hired me to do a little Spanish dancing, like teach some few words in Spanish. So I choose a song to talk about that song, and it was a really nice song because it talking about something in your face. I love it. It was really flirting, like nice, like decent. So that was the song I bring for them, and it was just funny because people, they feel awkward touching, like they was like this far away, like far away. So I go grab the person, I say, look, it's like this.
Yeah.
They just like, they don't know what to do, like, and I grabbing them, I grabbing the man or grabbing the woman, because we really dance with everyone.
Yeah.
They
it's-
just awkward.
Yes, but bachata is thing too, because like I went to a dance school and they had like this party, and the way I learned bachata was like poco pegado, and so I was like, whoa. The lady said, "Can you please respect me?" I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," you know.
Yes, you cannot do
but
that.
if you go to Dominican Republic, they do the separate, but they usually start off like really close.
But you know, we really dance so close, we touch each other, but it has respect. Like the guys, they understand that they cannot have a bond. They cannot have a bond. If you have a bond, we don't dance no more with you. So the Latino guys, they don't. I don't know how they control that. You can dance it with all night with every woman you want it, but you
Yeah.
cannot have a bond.
Yeah, very, very honest, very, very straight to the point.
Yes. And you know, we really, whew. So when it was really, really, people, I can see how they feel, like, when I say, touch each other, hug, like, they don't touch each other, like, they really did not touch each other.
Maybe too, that's cultural too, because certain European immigrants that came over here, say German, British, Swiss people, very sort of cold culture. Not to say they're bad people. Like I was at Eclipse Luna one time, and so I asked this one lady to dance, and she was like, "No, why would I want to dance?" And she was in a Latin club. I was like, and it was just like, I said, okay, no problem. And it's funny, her friend was Puerto Rican. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. You know, they're just, you know, sort of, you know, like that. I said, well, I'm not going to Switzerland. But and I've noticed that German people is sort of a little standoffish too, you know.
But
Yeah.
I did saw the USA,
Yeah.
they dancing before, like in the 60s, 70s, 40s, they really dance. I don't know what happened,
Yeah.
because I saw many dance that was really getting close, they like old fashioned, like, but I don't know what happened. Why? What do you think? Why the dancing stopped here?
You know, there was a president, Nixon. I think Nixon really didn't like all that stuff. He equated it with degeneracy. He equated it with drug culture, and so he really didn't, you know, like that. Also, J. Edgar Hoover, who was one of the foreign director of the FBI, who was a closet homosexual, by the way, but he hated homosexuals. He didn't like that either. So both of them wanted to work to ban all those things. And I think it was too because they wanted to keep people on track with education. And they want to have a competitive edge against Asia and Russia. That's my take on it. I'm not sure it's 100% true, but that's why I'm thinking it. Because if you look at sort of Chinese culture, it's very beautiful. But you know, as Chinese people here, you rarely see them in their college at a bar somewhere dancing. They're hitting the books, you know. The only exception is Russian people. They can party and study at the same time.
Yes, Russian people, they really party.
Yeah, but you know, Chinese and Korean, South Korean, very, very serious in the studies.
The same Indians.
Yeah, same thing with Indians. Yeah, very, very. But I don't think that they are smarter than Americans. I think culturally, depending on America, there's this emphasis on like finding yourself, having a good time. So, but I think sometimes that can be a bad thing too, because you're not pushing your kids to do something better, you know, to feel better, you know.
But it's more natural. It's not forcing.
Yeah.
So it is a conflict question about that, because like when you push a kid to be a success sport, like the Williams girls, like they was pushed since little, like pushed. Lucky that they really liked to do that, but some other kids, they get pushed, they got success, but they really never liked that. So when they finally can get over of that, they are happy. So you never know, like you never know what it's going to be. Or some kids you did not push it, they really choose from the soul what they really wanted to do. So it's just it's interesting because it can happen. It is interesting that view. So I really don't know what will be the best thing to do, because also sometimes people have a lot of success but they are not happy.
That's one thing. I was in Colombia. There was, I mean, yeah, there were some smart people there, you know, studying, but there was
Everywhere is smart people.
Yeah, but there was more of an emphasis on, you know what, I just want to feel good today.
Second?
The emphasis on like, yo quiero sentir mejor hoy día. So it's like, voy a sentir como tranquilo. I'm going to feel good today. So it's like, you know, a lot of times they don't care if the kid is like gets the straight A's, or I've even seen kids 25 years old living with their parents' house.
Oh, that is normal.
Yeah, and he's not doing anything, not working, nothing.
If someone's they start working since little to support the family. So
Yeah.
it's just like I started working when I was 14, and I always trying to do morning. Like I sell candies in the street, like whatever. Like I just want to do my own morning to buy my own things. But right now that is happening everywhere, because also here, like the parents, they pay the place, the room for they go live in other place. Go. But it is normal that you live with your parents. It is normal, but that thing that you don't support your family, that is not right, because no matter you are in an age that you should be supporting the family, for everyone has a better life. Because to me, after you're 16, you should be working. Like you should be paying something after you're 16. So to me, like I put it really early that, you know, my kids, they are 28 and 26 years old.
Wow, would never have guessed that. Must have had your kids really young.
I was really, really little. So to me personal, I wanted to go to do stuff, but the father, he pays everything for them. So it's like, what? Not me? I'm not paying nothing. You know, to me, you are old enough.
So your kids live here?
No, they live in Colombia.
Live in Colombia.
They really like Colombia, Medellin. So they really don't want to come here. Like, I did inviting them so many times, but they didn't did any effort. Like, oh no, you come. So it's me who needs to go. They really, maybe they changed their mind to come here, but Medellin is a fun city.
Yeah, I interviewed people on my YouTube channel from Medellin, and they're very passionate about, oh, you have to come see it, and cetera. And, I was like, well, I'm not really into the partying stuff.
It's a lot of things. It's not just that. Look,
Yeah.
in Medellin, they close 4 lines from the highway for you go do running, bicycle. Where other place in the world, they close the highway apart, not the whole highway, but they close 2 lines in one way, 2 lines in the other way. So the Saturdays they close, Sunday they close 6 a.m. till 2 o'clock. So people has stations to do exercise, so you go all day, bicycle, running, you bring the dogs, like, that is something.
And they celebrate Halloween there.
Second,
And they celebrate Halloween there.
oh, but this is all year. This is
Yeah.
what I'm talking is all year. But this is Medellin, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every city is different. So it's really, I really like that, you know what I mean? Like, that is inclusive. Like, you close a highway for people go exercise.
Do you think America should implement some of the things that Colombia does? Because even though maybe lower salary, but they have a better quality of life in Colombia?
I do think art should be more supported. And also, I was volunteering here in the Trees Atlanta, but they only bring us to put trees in the rich areas. And I was, what? When we going to the south? Never. We never went to the south or to the, you know what I mean? We just go to Country Park, we just go to, you know what I mean? Certain areas.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? What that mean? Like, sidewalks in certain areas, they don't even cut the grass, nothing. But if you go to the sidewalks in Bucket, they cut everything, you know what I mean? But if you go to the south, it's the grass take over of the few walking sites that exist.
The
So-
classism.
So I feel like some things like just that, just cleaning the sidewalk from like the whole city, because everyone is paying taxes. It's not only Bucket who pays taxes, everyone pays taxes.
That is true.
So I feel like that, and I also feel like more art, like really support art, and I also feel like in Medellin they do a lot of street events, like they do a lot of shows, like tango shows in the mall. You go to the mall, it's a show. You go to in the street, they close the street to do a free concerts. Or in Medellin, every train station is a park.
Yeah.
So in the park, they do movies, they have a skateboard, they have, so a place for people do like what is the word, like a scenario for you do a performance. So that is the train station. So I feel like that is amazing. Like,
Yeah.
like you can have that access. And here, like I did went several times to the Marta, the train station meetings that they do things, and so first the trains are nasty, totally dirty, really that dirty. Like you feel to touch anything. If you go to the train station in Medellin that is like 30 years old, it's bright, shiny, it's like new. So, you know, when you see things super clean, super nice, it makes you have another feeling as well. And so I feel like that, like it will be really interesting if they really give the same basic things like planting the trees in the south as well, cleaning the sidewalks everywhere, cleaning the trains, do theaters in the street. Like art really saves the community, because that was happened in Medellin when was the time the Pablo Escobar. They really, the mayor of Medellin, he did a lot of programs for people go study for free, theater, music, concerts, all kind of things to keep the people a little far away from that. He tried to, so I feel like that it works, because right now Medellin is a city that it has different face. Of course has problems, but everywhere has problems. But in general, it's a really nice city. If you go trying to do bad things, you can get in a risk. It's the same here. If I go to trying to do something, like this city here in Atlanta is the #1 in trafficking, sexual trafficking in the world.
Yeah.
Like, it's a huge.
Yeah, you know, speaking of that, cleaning, and we'll get into that too. Do you think that the government of Georgia should do more to spread the message of not littering? Since you sound like you're very environmentally conscious.
I feel like they should really actually do it, because you see a lot of signs that no littering, you get a fee, you littering, but for example, let's go back to the train. You pay $2.50 for one ticket, $2.50, and it's dirty. It's really dirty. And the meetings I go, they talking, oh, this semester we did this much money, we can do this project, but where is the project? The cleaning, like that is now included in the projects. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I feel like that things like you really don't want to take the MARTA because it's dirty. If you take the elevator, it's pee everywhere. And if you trying to go to the bathroom here, all day are closed. It's no bathrooms.
Yeah.
It is bathrooms, but it's locked, so they don't give you access to go to the bathroom. Also, in the main station as well, sometimes you don't have access, and it's like, what? Like, so where I go if this is the main station?
That's funny you should say MARTA, because how dirty. I definitely see that. It definitely needs to change. There's no emphasis on that. The ex-president of MARTA is now the current CEO of Goodwill of North Georgia. And there's some stores that need some help, but I think cleanliness is very, very important. Besides making a buck, making money.
In the city, the Medellin, they pay people for sweep the streets.
Yeah.
So it's everywhere, and it's in the poor neighbors. Has a person sweeping the streets in the poor neighbors.
Yeah,
like,
I noticed that. Yeah.
In the rich neighbor, the poor neighbor, everywhere. So I feel like that is cool. And after people, it can happen, but it's less possible that someone will throw trash when they see clean. But when you see dirty, people they just throw it. You know what I mean? Because it's dirty already. So when you see it cleaner, but it's in everyone. Like, you shouldn't be throwing trash in the floor. You should, but it's not many places that you find also a trash can.
Yeah.
So sometimes you're walking, sometimes I'm carrying my trash. Where is the trash can? Where is the trash can? Nowhere.
So, sex trafficking. Have you had experiences where you had friends or someone you know that was almost kidnapped for that, or just heard stories? Or
I did hear stories, friends. A friend, she told me she was in the airport. This person was following her, come and give you a ride or stuff. And so I always was very aware about that. And the news, there is a lot, not the real news, like the local news, but if you're trying to read in other areas, you will find out. Because they really don't mention that in the local
main news. Yeah, very
so,
true. I've only seen the maybe, I know it sounds, I don't hate to get political, the only thing like the sex trafficking stories in Fox News or underground news,
Yes.
you know, that's
Oh,
pretty,
when you look at statistics, Atlanta appeared. So when you look, I do like statistics a lot. I don't know, I just like it. I do like to research about the statistics about different things. And that appeared. Also, the children where more disappear is in New York. So that is something like wow.
yeah, I think that we need to bring more attention to that because sex trafficking is a pretty big issue. The whole Me Too brought some light to it, but then it got kind of, I guess, pushed down. There was one guy, what was his name? He had his own island. He was trafficking people. I think they were flying people in, like the
Yes.
Clintons and people
Yes,
like that.
but the prince as well is some European,
Yeah.
from the dynasty or royalty or whatever, but
Yeah.
they don't get punished. They don't even go to a trial. Nothing. Like, what is that? And it was saying. I remember I saw the girls talking about that. Like, oh, this rich person. Who is? Like, just say the name. Say the name. Like, why you can say this other person's name if for that one you don't say it? Like, it's like you choose which one to say. Like, you should say every single one. So
Yeah.
this is just terrible. Like,
Yeah, Balenciaga, they had a commercial where had a child dressed in BDSM gear, you know. And I humbly believe that I don't think we should sexualize our kids, no matter what your sexual orientation is, but you should leave it out, leave that to them when they're older, you know.
but when I did went to a parade here in Atlanta, it was the gay parade, and it was crazy. It was during day. It was daylight, early, like 12, 1 o'clock, and it was this guy, the one care putting him here choking, and he was wearing a Brazilian bikini. The guy, he was walking like a dog,
Wow.
and in Brazilian bikini, with it was many kids in the street, but it was a parade. So like who decided in which moment is right? And also, like when I was in New York, this huge promotion stuff. So they put the woman like a poster, huge, like the whole building tall, like I don't know, super, like 7 floors, a poster like that.
She was naked?
That she was naked, putting the hand like this. But when it's that blow,
Yeah.
you can see the pores, you can see, you know what I mean? Like, oh, she's covered. You know what I mean? So it's just ridiculous. But the woman trying to feed the baby because he's hungry, she get punished. So like you can put a poster like that, that's low. But if I need to feed my baby that is hungry, that I can get hurt if I don't give food, I cannot do that. So it's just ridiculous.
It's
How it's ridiculous the stereotypes about what is right and what is not.
The double standard. Can you talk about that politically too?
I don't know what exactly you want me to say.
Like, for example, cancel culture. Like I think that America is free, freedom of speech, all that good stuff.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but some people, and you can attest this, some people say, well, you know what, I'm a conservative, and, you know, I'm a Hispanic guy, I'm a black guy, but they hate me, they call me a white supremacist even though I'm not white, and et cetera, you know, if they tell me about all their good things, but this thing that I kissed the white supremacist butt because I'm a conservative.
It's really hard to say because now wherever you say, they just take a little size of your speech
Yeah.
and show that. So the whole concept, the whole meaning of the word or the message disappears because they just take a small part.
Yeah.
And that is not right. That is not right because like I don't know. That was something new as well for me about races. The way the races is. You know, everywhere has races, yes, but in Colombia it wasn't like that. Like of course have. And now that we have a black woman president, vice president, like right now, right, that really come out. That race stuff. But in general, like, it's more, like, in general, everyone is poor. Like, it's not that many people that have good money. Like, it's more lower class than high class. It's like, it's big difference. So, we are all together. So, everyone suffer, and also it was like, when the people got kidnapped, everyone got kidnapped, rich, poor, so we sharing same suffering.
Yeah.
So it makes us more together. Like the race stuff was there, but we suffering same problem, so we was getting more along. But here sometimes I feel like it's so much double standard and so much. Sometimes it goes too much, but it's because I am now from here, so I did not grow up with that feeling. I did not grow up being treated racist, but to tell you the truth, the people that did racist to me, it was black people. One lady, she called the police on me for no reason, and it was a black woman. You know what I mean? Our guy as well, I go to call the police. You are not in Colombia. Yes, I'm not. If we are in Colombia, things will be very different for you. So he treated me like that. He's a black guy. So you know what I mean? Like, white people never did that to me. But to me, it's just happened. You know what I mean? I don't take it like, I just look at good people by people, you know what I mean? My husband is black, I love him, and I really don't care because I did not grow up, like I don't have any problem if I date a white person, a blue person, a green person, like I really don't care because I really don't care. Like to me, it's important is that it's a nice person, treat me nice, that is important to me. So it was so different, that things. And also, I feel sometimes like people get too caught in that things. Like, for example, there was this little girl. She was like 6, 7 years old, and she was she white. She put the threads, the Rastafari.
Yes.
And she was so happy with that. And it's a kid, you know. She was so happy. Is this person, cultural appropriation. What are you talking about? It's a kid. And all the women, like 90% of the black ladies wear straight hair. Who is cultural appropriation? Like I feel like we should stop about cultural appropriation. Like everyone copy everyone. Like we know our originals. I don't see no one original. Like I really don't see like.
Well, even the people in India, they wore dreads. The warriors, the Greeks, the Romans.
And it's just fashion right now. You know what I mean? Like it's just fashion. Like I want to wear that bra. Like you know what I mean? Like it's just you like wear straight hair. Good for you. Like you know what I mean? You like if you can't wear straight hair. Why other person cannot wear the threads if you are wearing straight hair? You know what I mean? Like it should don't be that go that far. Like
I think America puts too much emphasis on race, too much when it's not necessary. Because like I remember, like a French girl told me, she's like, "Why do you have so many classifications in America? Black American, this American, this American. But aren't you guys all American?" She says in France we have a saying, you're either French or you're not. That was very, very interesting, you know?
But also, it's like I feel like we should let the people feel the like. For example, people, oh, white supremacist. So what means white supremacist? What is the real meaning? Do you know the real meaning? That they love be white. Is that the meaning? It's a question.
Oh well, in my opinion, I believe white supremacy is a person of a certain race that has power to do harm to others and that thinks their race is superior. However, do I think that white supremacy is an issue in America today? Not really.
So what I see is, of course, like when you go to abuse others, that is not right. You know what I mean? But oh, we're proud to be white. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't see nothing wrong in that because I'm proud to be Latina, and I see black people. They always proud to be black. So what is black supremacist? So it's a black supremacist because some blacks they don't like the men date light skinned woman. Oh, why you don't date your own kind? Like, oh, why you this?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like, I love Latinos, I love my community, but that don't make me that I am better. But I feel like we should respect that because everyone comes from something and that makes you belong to something. So they belong that they are white, they like be with them. I feel it's okay. Like black people, they like be with black people. Latino like be with Latino. Or Chinese has a Chinese hood. Has a Chinese hood. Has, you know what I mean? Like it's just natural. So I feel like we shouldn't look the white people.
You feel it's over
that is
exaggerated.
strong. Yes, I feel like. But it's, again, I did not grow up here, so I don't have the feelings. You know what I mean? And I read the history, I look all that, and
I grew up
think
here, and
it's
I don't
terrible.
have. I grew up here, and I don't harbor those feelings.
Oh, great.
I don't. I was not taught to hate anyone.
Yes. I did was looking up there. She was talking about her being black when she was little. So what they say to her that no one can touch your hair, that they are doing funny of you, like don't let. So when she was in the school, everyone, oh, your hair. So she was thinking that they teach for her that was offensive. And like what? Like it's like your eyes are blue. Like so, it's, oh, your eyes are blue. Well, it's, yes, your eyes are blue. They are cool. Yes, your hair is cool. I wanted to see it. I wanted to touch it. The same someone's straight hair. Oh, your hair is straight. Like, yeah, like it's just cool. So I feel like sometimes it's just overthinking, overreacting, and it's true. It's hard stories or that, but I feel sometimes we just need to just enjoy what it is because this girl she was saying like, oh, if I was teaching that it was okay that I will have a happy child, but any person that come to touch my hair, I feel bad because they are doing racist to me. But it wasn't. It was because I was different. People like
Right.
when
I think
something
this.
is different.
Yeah, I think it's a very good point too. When people talk about, like you were saying, that people who are of European ancestry, they can celebrate their Irish American. It's very important. I think people that quote unquote label themselves African Americans, they refer back to American chattel slavery. But if you have African roots, that goes back further than 200 years. That goes back to Kings and Queens, Timbuktu, different parts of Africa. So don't define that history when your ancestors go back way back further. Civilization. African civilization is a great civilization. So it's not defined by 200 years what your great-great-grandfather went through, That's some people should look at that instead of defining that, because then that creates victimhood.
But the era we are now, royalty is over. Like, who cares? Like,
Yeah.
no one want to be more the princess. I don't want to be saved. You know what I mean? Like, that is over.
Yeah.
We don't need princess and prince. Like no one care more about that, because now what I do love about here is about, like, for example, when I look the stories like actor or an actress. Oh, I was homeless. I lived in my car. Oh, I clean dishes. Oh, I walking dogs. You know what I mean? Everyone has the opportunity to do something. You know what I mean? Like, everyone.
This is the country to do it.
Yes.
Now, okay, closing out, do you have a message for the young people?
In what way?
Anyway, your personal message, some advice for young people.
Okay. I feel like I will give the message that Jesus gave it to everyone. Love. Love, love, love is the more important. Like, if you love, you don't destroy. So just love, and don't focus too much in yourself. Focus in everyone. Like, just, look at yourself. But if you get caught too much all day thinking in you every single day, like, you don't go nowhere. Like, we are a community. It's nice. The more beautiful about USA is I can talk with an Indian person, I can talk with a Chinese, I can talk everyone. I can go any restaurant, and if that wasn't USA, it would be now interesting, because the cool about USA is that you see people from all over the world. That is the more fascinating thing about USA.
Yeah.
So enjoy it, have fun from that. That is super cool that I have this.
That's right. A good, powerful message. Love everyone. Accept everyone. If you can't accept, at least let them live in peace, right?
Exactly.
Thank you for this interview. You're totally awesome, and you're just great.
Thank you.
And give your social media again for everyone.
Claudia Restrepo Art.
Okay. And how do you spell Restrepo for people who are Spanish?
Restrepo.
All right.
And also, I hope I did not offend no one. I just a person that don't have many filters. Like, I have the Homero problems that what is thinking is coming out. So I'm not trying to hurt no one. I'm not trying to. So I'm sorry someone get offended with it.
Well, I have ADHD, so one of the symptoms of ADHD is sometimes you start talking, and something spills out, what you're thinking.
This is not my culture, so sometimes I am not from here, so I cannot see the things the same way. So my opinion is from outside.
Exactly. All right, take care.
Ciao.
Ciao. Bye-bye.